Hi everybody, my name is Patricia Hetherington and I run Action on the Side, a collaborative filmmaking project based in London where we make a short film across a month of 4 weekends. The Action on the Side project has a series of roles available on set, and by taking part in the project you get to develop your skills, maybe try a new role that you haven't done before or develop your skills in a particular role on set. You also get to gain valuable experience and credits and network and meet other filmmakers. The writer. If you have an idea or a script, you can pitch that script. We go through all the scripts and the group decides which film we're going to be making for the month. So we need somebody to write the scripts. You could get your film made. The director. The director is the key creative role. They're the ones who have the vision for the film and everybody works to make their vision come true. Also on set we have the head of the crew, and that is the first assistant director. So the first assistant director sets the schedule and makes sure that everybody is sticking to the schedule so that the film gets done and we make our day. They work with the director so that the director can go and work with the actors while the crew is working. They are also the head of health and safety on set, and they really need to know what all the departments are doing and have great communication skills. We may also have a second assistant director, so if we have crowd scenes, the second AD would be helping with the crowd scenes, directing the crowd scenes, but generally they'll be doing anything that the first assistant director needs. The DP, or Director of Photography, makes sure that we get beautiful images. They're in charge of the look of the film. So they're looking at the colour, the lighting, the camera setup, the mise en scène, everything there. And they have a little team helping them. Helping them, we have a first AC, first assistant camera, who may be the focus puller. And we may have a second AC or clapper loader. So they're the person who slates all the shots. We also have a script supervisor. They're the person who records all of the takes and the shots that we do. They sometimes double up as continuity to make sure that we've got the same things happening on set for our editing continuity. And the DP is also in charge of the gaffer, who is the head lighting person. So the gaffer will be setting up the lights as the DP needs. We also have lighting assistants, so sometimes we have camera assistants and lighting assistants doubling up within the same department. Now, the next most important department we have is the art department, and that's headed by our art director. Now, the art director works with the DP and the director to ensure the look of the film. The art department looks after the background, they look after the set dressing, they arrange the props, they also head the makeup department and the wardrobe and hair. Within the art department, we'll have art department assistants helping with the art director, and we have a makeup artist making sure that the actors look fantastic, if they're meant to look fantastic, and they may be doing special effects as well. Things like blood, scars, bones sticking out of bodies, whichever. Our next most important department, which is extremely important, is the sound department. Now, if you have 2 people in the sound department, you'll have the sound mixer and the boom operator. The boom operator is, of course, operating the boom, so they're holding the microphone to record the dialogue and footsteps and everything on set. The sound mixer is listening to all the different microphones and mixing them together. They're keeping records of the sound that's recorded, ready for our post-production. The producer. So the producer arranges all the paperwork. They're working to make sure that the film gets done. Now, normally on the films I'm the executive producer because I've brought the cast and crew and equipment and finances together to make the film happen, and I'm providing all the paperwork. But a producer on our Action on the Side films, they get to do the behind the scenes organisation with me. We also sometimes have a production manager or a locations manager. So they work with the producer. While the producer might be working on other things, the production manager will be sorting out any paperwork, sorting out petty cash, sorting out any receipts. On an Action on the Side project, this is normally covered by the producer. And we also have production assistants or runners. Now, they do anything that's asked of them and get to help out in any way that's needed. They might have to run off to the shops and get us additional catering or any sort of props that we need or anything we've forgotten, or they're just there to help out in general. So those are the roles available on set for the Action on the Side projects, but what about post-production? With post-production, the key role is the editor. So this is the person who does the rough assembly and works with the director to get the film made within the 2 weeks of post-production. We also have the sound designer. Now the sound designer is editing all the different sound files, and they're setting up the ambience and the foley and the dialogue and getting it so it all sounds good. Sometimes we work with a composer, so they'd be composing music for the soundtrack for the film, which eventually gets mixed in with the sound designer. We have people create the titles and do any VFX and colour correcting for the film. Sometimes this is the editor, sometimes we get other people in. And those are the roles that we have on the Action on the Side films. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the other videos. Thank you very much.